Drill is dead. Well, that's what most people want you to think. But there's one subgenre that's not going anywhere. But what is this genre? Chill drill.
I stay just telling you, do you, don't be like these others, it's cool. How did I go from I care too much to not caring enough? How I go through shit. I just the odd this one, but trust me, G, don't spend on it.
In today's video, I'm going to show you why it's here to stay. And me, along with two other musicians, are going to show you how to make a beat in this genre so that you can make sure it's here to stay too. Let's get into it. Before we start making our beat, we've got to ask ourselves a question. Why does this subgenre work so well? Well, through the use of sampling and using live instruments, they trigger a feeling of nostalgia. So whether you're 18 or 84, you can appreciate these beats. They take you back and make you miss a time you probably weren't even alive for. With the artists at the forefront of this sound being guys like Nems, Nux, DC, and Sam Rex. Let's try and capture that sound. Chapter 1, the sample. Now going into this beat, I knew I wanted to have a nostalgic sounding sample. So I hit up my boy Nia to see if he had anything in the vault. And this is the sample chop that he sent me. This was sampled from a cover of Didn't Want to Have to Do It, performed by Ralphie Pagan. Very nice. But I was having some issues getting the sample on beat. What the fuck? So I chopped it up a bit and time stretched it, so it was at a faster tempo. Finally, I felt like the sample needed a little extra something, but I wanted that something to be a live instrument, to give it that organic feel. So I hit up a very talented sax player by the name of Levi Hayes and asked him to lay down a nice top line over the sample, and he definitely could. Now that the stars have aligned with the melody, I just need to not f it up with the drums. Chapter 2, the drums. Now since we went for that organic feel with the melody, we need to make sure that we do the same with our percussion. What I mean by this is instead of using something like this, we're going to use something like this. So let's start with our first percussion pattern. So I started off with a snap pattern, varying the velocity to make it sound bouncy and less robotic. We're just going to copy that pattern into this shaker perk. We're going to go into this shaker perk, we're going to go into my drum kit, and we're going to use this instant bounce on perks preset. By the way, every sound that I'm going to be using on this beat is from my new drum kit, Seraphim. Link in description if you want to grab a copy. I've also got a free version up if you want to test it out. Anyway, back to the video. Next, we added a subtle snare pattern to complement the bounce. Hey, this sounds kind of cold sped up. Alvin and the Chipmunks drill. I made sure to play around with the velocity of my notes at the end. Now for these types of beats, a short bouncy trap 808 like a Zay or a Spins is all you need. Now, it was time to lay down the 808. Pitching my notes up at first to make sure my notes were all in key. Let's grab this and layer it over for these lower notes. I'm gonna copy this pattern into here, delete these, drop the velocity. Next, I had to make another 808 pattern to match the next part of the sample. Next, I throw in some subtle effects, like this drum fill that I cut in half, this crash, and this riser. For the intro, I wanted a nice smooth bass to match the sample. Hold up, why are you looking so angry, my guy? Jesus Christ. For the chorus, I grabbed this kick and made it transition into a kind of Soulja Boy bounce.
Yeah, Drake!
Sorry, I know that clip had no relevance. I just really wanted to use it. Next, I cut holes in the percussion to let the beat breathe a bit. Anyway, finally I added a bit of mix into the sax, some light EQs and a bit of saturation. that we've covered chill drill. If you want to deep dive with me into the sound of Pop Smoke, you'll definitely want to check out this video next. And also, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.